Another public service announcement incoming, and this is unfortunately for you a repeat public service announcement. But again, you should know me by now that I'm just going to only tell you things that are in your best interest. So, uh, I just had a extremely intelligent young man. Um, I mean, all joking aside, it's important that you understand that this is again, a very, very smart kid missed this. And I can only assume that the reason that he missed it was because he threw a little bit of passive disrespect at that minus sign right there. And so I will remind you, public service announcement incoming, that no matter how great at mathematics you are, disrespecting a distributed minus is it's like a mathematical roll of the dice. So what I say about this is it's worth the time when the middle is a minus to just show your work. Suck it up, buttercup. It takes about like 13 seconds. So you go 10 minus 4i, and then you distribute that minus as a negative, and the 10 becomes a minus 10, and the plus I becomes a minus I. And it's at that point that we combine like terms. 10 minus 10 goes away. So this complex number won't have a real part. It's going to be a pure imaginary. And then negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5i. And I get this question, especially from very conscientious students, that the directions say to write all your answers in simplest A plus BI form. A lot of times, very conscientious kids will say, does that mean you want me to put a zero here? And the answer is no. You don't be too literal about this. This is fine. A pure imaginary can be left like that. And a real number, if you got an answer that was like 7, it's fine. Okay. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. Show respect to those 1, 2, 3, 4 subtraction problems, or they'll hit you. I'm going to pause the recording for a second because I didn't take attendance yet. All right. So we are doing on assignment number 2,
Okay. Yeah.
we are doing the first problem. And I know they're not numbered, but it's like number 1. So we have 16 plus 2i. Okay. So oh, I'll just leave this on the recording because here's what happened. I guess you guys should all listen. Um, this is going to be the dumbest part of any recording I've ever made. I have a printer at home that is mildly incompatible with my laptop, I suppose. I don't know what its problem is, if it's just salty, if it's got a bad disposition. Uh, I don't know. Maybe it regrets its decision in the 2024 presidential election. I can't tell you what it is, but my printer is an unhappy beast. So I can show you this if you'd like. My copy of the quiz says 16 plus 2 blank. So what happens every once in a while? So when I may have to just delete this part of the recording because no one cares. But the point is, when I make mathematical stuff, I don't type it in Word. There's a portion of Microsoft Word, if you've ever used it, it's called Equation Editor. So when you see things that look mathematically correct, like exponents and things like that, that's because I'm using the equation editor. And what it does is it embeds it as what's called an object. And the object sometimes is not correctly conveyed from printer to computer or the other way around. Am I making any sense at all? And it's only about 1% of the time that I send something off to the old printer at home and it pranks me. And so this one was supposed to apparently say, is it 16 plus 20i? Is that what yours says? Okay. Yeah, so my cute little printer at home, the one I printed, okay, last night I'm just telling stories at this point. I went home last night and I made an answer key because I knew I'd want to have it ready to scan. So instead of using one of the copies that I printed on the Friendly printer, this guy, I printed it on the Demon Prankster printer, and it gave me 16 plus 2 blank. So I just assumed that the printer this time pranked me and forgot the I. So I added the I, not knowing that there was a phantom zero. So if this ever happens again, I want you to know that I'm not completely losing my mind. In my defense, my paper literally does not have the zero. Having said all of that and wasting 4.5 minutes or whatever that was, I'd have to go back and watch it again of our precious recording time. Let's go over it together, anyways, so that we can validate that your answer is correct, because I'm guessing that it probably is. Are you down? Yeah, apologies for that. So I guess I should fix the answer key that I posted because Irene's not here, Gabe's not here, uh, Skylar's elsewhere. So yeah, I'll fix it. All right, I'm doing the right problem this time. It says 16 plus 20 I apologize if I spoke too much. I just really want you to have some perspective on um, the goings on in Ahernville. So, what are we going to do? Multiply by?
Oh my gosh, no, it's not.
Nice.
Should be just one.
And listen, if the three of you got the same answer, that's a pretty good sign that it's right. But let's make sure. So, what are we going to get on the bottom? Yeah, 81 plus 1 is 82. And then on the top, 9 times 16 is 144. And then that's a minus 16i plus 180, which is 164i. And then that's going to be minus 20i squared, so plus 20. So you guys should have 164 plus 164i over 82, which you guys should have. What is that going to be? It's not, it doesn't come out nice, does it? If you can divide them both by 4. So you're going to get 41 over 2.
You can divide them both. 82.
Oh, because I forgot to write the 2. Maybe I should just go home. But just saying. Yes. I was like, I forgot the 2. So yeah, divide them both. So you just get 2 plus 2i. So, if you were not listening to all of that, that's okay. No harm, no foul. But the answer to the first problem on the second assignment is not what it says on the paper. It's 2 plus 2i, the version you got yesterday. Got it? Okay, I'll fix that. All right, you're welcome. I'm sorry for the confusion. If anyone's interested, we're gonna go over at least one of the squaring problems on assignment 1. So come along if you want. But if you're already done and checked it, then ignore me. So which you want? Would you like the top or the bottom one first?
The top.
Top one. So you want to do 9 minus I squared. Did I write it correctly? Good. So did you write it out like this? Okay, well, that's why you're lost.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about this is if you didn't get, so look 2 problems to the left, the ones that says 6 minus. Do you see the one I'm talking about on your paper? Go 2 problems to the left. Did you do that problem?
Yes.
Okay, then the only reason you don't know how to do this problem is because you didn't write it out. So I'll still go through it with you. I'm happy to, but understand that squared just means to write it out. And there are shortcuts I could show you for this, but at the end of the day, honestly, it's just going to be better for us if we just do it old school. So what do we get first?
We did 80.
Perfect.
And then minus 9. Sides of the square minus 9.
Good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them together.
And then plus 1.
No.
Or I mean minus 1.
Yes. Anderson, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
You're absolutely making no sense.
So at this point in time, I'm going to just put my like terms together. 81 minus 1 is 80. And I'm done. 80 minus 18i.
So 80. Minus 1 is 1. Because 89. No, the other one. Which was. One, so